Imagine a child, not yet a teenager, sitting in a boardroom, explaining complex strategies to a room full of adults. They speak with a confidence and clarity that belies their age. This is not a prodigy in the traditional sense, but a child who has grown up too fast, their nervous system optimized for survival, not play. This is the story of the prematured mind, a journey into the psychology and biology of those who walk the path of adulthood before they've had a chance to be children. Psychologists call this phenomenon parentification, where a child takes on adult responsibilities, often out of necessity. But what does this do to their developing mind? How does their brain adapt, and at what cost? As we explore this, consider this: what if the traits we label as weaknesses are actually the body's clever way of protecting a mind that's had to grow up too soon? In the bustling cafeteria, the hum of chatter and clattering trays fills the air. To an outsider, it's a symphony of chaos. But for someone with an observation-first mindset, it's an intricate tapestry of data points, each thread carrying a wealth of information. Their brain, wired differently, processes sensory inputs at an accelerated rate, as if the world is on fast-forward while others are in slow motion. This heightened sensitivity is reminiscent of sensory processing sensitivity, a trait studied by psychologist Elaine Aron, which makes these individuals more attuned to subtle environmental cues. The visuals hit first. The flickering fluorescent lights, the subtle shifts in body language, the way someone's eyes dart before they speak. Then come the sounds, not just the words, but the tone, the pitch, the pauses in between. The scent of lunch wafts through the air, but it's not just one smell, it's the blend of tomato sauce, baked bread, and the faint metallic tang of the trays. The touch of the cold plastic chair, the texture of the fabric on their skin, the temperature of the room, all these sensations are absorbed and processed in milliseconds. It's like having a superpower, but one that's always on, never off. This constant influx of data can be overwhelming, a phenomenon known as sensory overload. It's not that they can't handle it, it's that they handle it all. Every word, every gesture, every nuance is stored, analyzed, and filed away. This is where the twist lies. What might seem like social anxiety or shyness is actually a profound depth of processing. They're not just listening to the words, they're reading between the lines, interpreting the subtext, and predicting the next move. It's a form of hyperempathy, a deep understanding of others that comes from a place of intense observation. This observation-first living is not just about taking in more information, it's about understanding it on a deeper level. It's like having a built-in lie detector, a sixth sense for authenticity. But with this heightened awareness comes a need for processing time. While others might respond instantly, they need a moment to sift through the data, to weigh the options, to choose the right words. This delay isn't a sign of hesitation, it's a sign of thoroughness. It's the difference between a snap judgment and a well-considered response. This careful consideration is akin to what philosopher Pascal referred to as the art of reasoning well, a process that requires time and reflection. And so, the cycle continues, a constant dance between observation and action, a life lived both intensely and deliberately. In the bustling marketplace of ideas, there are those who shout, wave their arms, and expend vast amounts of energy to be heard. These low-density thinkers are easily identifiable by their loud reactions, often to the most mundane stimuli. They are the ones who dominate conversations, interrupt frequently, and seem to thrive on chaos. Their nervous systems are in a constant state of high alert, reacting to every perceived threat or opportunity with equal vigor. This is not merely a personality quirk, it's a biological reality. Their amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for processing emotions, is particularly sensitive, triggering a fight-or-flight response at the slightest provocation. This is where the concept of sensory processing sensitivity comes into play. Coined by psychologist Elaine Aron, it refers to a heightened awareness and responsiveness to environmental stimuli. For low-density thinkers, this sensitivity is often misdirected, leading to wasted energy and ineffective communication. On the other hand, there are those who operate on a different wavelength. They are the energy architects, the silent observers who use their energy sparingly, like a wise steward managing a finite resource. Their silence is not a sign of disengagement, but a strategic retreat, a calculated pause. They are the ones who speak less, but when they do, their words carry weight. Their nervous systems are optimized for efficiency, not excess. They are not immune to the world's noise, but they have learned to filter it, to discern signal from noise. This is not mere passivity, it's a deliberate strategy. They understand that energy is a limited resource, and they use it judiciously. The energy architect's approach is akin to the Stoic philosophy espoused by Marcus Aurelius. He believed in controlling one's reactions, in maintaining a calm and rational mind in the face of chaos. The energy architect embodies this principle, using silence as a tool, not a crutch. They are not just passive observers, they are active participants in their own mental and emotional well-being. They understand that every reaction is a choice, every word a decision. They are the ones who, in the words of Pascal, see with the eyes of another, but see with oneself. They are the ones who can step back, observe, and calculate the best path forward. Their silence is not a void, but a space filled with thought, with intention, with purpose. And it is this purpose that sets them apart, that makes them the architects of their own destiny. This deliberate, measured approach to life and interactions is not just a personal preference, it's a survival strategy. It's a way of conserving energy, of preserving mental and emotional resources for when they are truly needed. And in a world that often rewards loudness and impulsivity, this ability to pause, to reflect, to calculate, is a rare and valuable skill. In the intricate landscape of the mind, what society often labels as shyness or seriousness can be more accurately understood as cognitive economy. This concept is not about social awkwardness or sternness, but rather an optimized nervous system that has prioritized survival intelligence over social noise. Think of it as a mental filter, a refined process that discerns what's truly important from the ceaseless chatter of social expectations. It's not that these individuals don't understand social cues, they've simply decided, often subconsciously, that other priorities demand more mental resources. This is akin to the psychological concept of sensory processing sensitivity, where certain individuals have a heightened awareness and sensitivity to their environment, leading them to process information more deeply and thoroughly. Consider a child who grows up in an environment where their parents' jobs are unstable, where bills are a constant worry, or where safety is not always guaranteed. Their nervous system learns to prioritize vigilance, problem-solving, and emotional resilience. Socializing, while enjoyable, is not the primary focus. It's not that they don't like people, it's that their brain has been wired to allocate more mental energy to survival-based tasks. This is not a choice, but a biological adaptation, much like how a plant might grow taller to reach more light. The child's cognitive economy is a result of their unique experiences, shaping their mind to be more efficient in processing relevant information and ignoring what's not. This prioritization of survival intelligence over social noise can often be misunderstood. In a world that values constant social engagement, those who prefer to observe, to listen, or to engage deeply but infrequently, are often seen as shy or serious. But these labels oversimplify a complex neurological process. It's not that they lack social skills, they've simply chosen to invest their mental resources elsewhere. This is similar to the concept of selective attention in psychology, where individuals focus on a particular aspect of their environment while ignoring other things. It's a survival mechanism, a way to conserve energy and mental resources for what truly matters. Moreover, this cognitive economy can often lead to what's known as quiet leadership. These individuals, while not the life of the party, often possess a deep understanding of people and situations, making them excellent problem solvers and decision makers. They're like the calm eye of the storm, observing, processing, and then acting with precision. Their seriousness is not a lack of emotion, but a controlled expression of it. Their shyness is not a lack of social skills, but a conscious choice to engage deeply and meaningfully, rather than superficially. It's a testament to their survival intelligence, a nervous system that has learned to prioritize what truly matters. The mind of a child who grew up too fast is a symphony of heightened awareness, a perpetual state of internal high definition. This isn't just a metaphor, it's a neurological reality. The brain, forced to mature prematurely, becomes a finely tuned instrument, exquisitely sensitive to the subtlest of nuances. This phenomenon aligns with the psychological concept of sensory processing sensitivity, a trait often found in individuals who have experienced accelerated maturation. These individuals don't just hear words, they decipher undertones. They don't just see gestures, they interpret the unspoken narratives behind them. A slight raise of an eyebrow, a barely perceptible shift in tone, the faintest tensing of muscles, these are the brushstrokes that paint the portrait of a room's energy for them. Consider a child who, at the age of 8, was already navigating complex family dynamics, perhaps acting as a mediator between parents or a caretaker for younger siblings. This child's brain had to process vast amounts of emotional data, decoding the intricacies of adult interactions. Over time, this constant analysis became second nature. The child, now an adult, walks into a room and instantly assesses the mood, not through obvious cues, but through the subtle shifts in atmospheric pressure that only they can feel. It's like having a sixth sense, a radar for the unspoken. This heightened sensitivity is often mistaken for shyness or social anxiety, but it's actually a superpower of observation. It's the brain's way of predicting and preparing, a defense mechanism honed through years of navigating complicated emotional landscapes. The downside? This internal high-definition state can be overwhelming. It's like standing in a quiet room with a single light bulb, suddenly overwhelmed by the brightness, while everyone else is comfortably oblivious. The brain is processing more data than it can handle, leading to what psychologists call cognitive overload. This is where the concept of parentification comes into play, a term used to describe when a child takes on the role of a caretaker or emotional support for their parents or siblings. The child who grew up too fast often experiences this, leading to a heightened sensitivity that can be both a gift and a curse. It's a double-edged sword, a blessing and a burden, a strength and a vulnerability all rolled into one. But it's also a testament to the brain's remarkable ability to adapt and grow, even in the face of adversity. This constant state of hyper-awareness sets the stage for understanding another intriguing aspect of their psychology, the unique way they experience social interactions. Their brain isn't like others. It's a high-performance machine, a supercomputer processing vast amounts of data at lightning speed. This isn't just a metaphor, it's a reality backed by science. Researchers have identified a trait called sensory processing sensitivity, a term coined by psychologist Elaine Aron. It describes individuals who process information deeply and thoroughly, often experiencing the world in a more intense and complex way. This isn't a flaw or a disadvantage, it's a unique way of being. It means their brain is always on, always observing, always analyzing. But with great processing power comes great need for rest. Their brain requires more cool-down time, like a race car engine that needs to idle after a high-speed race. They might feel drained after social interactions, not because they're shy or antisocial, but because their brain is working overtime. It's not just tiredness. It's a feeling of their battery slowly leaking, percent by percent, with every forced smile, every casual conversation. This is where the need for solitude comes in. Their brain needs time to recalibrate, to process, to integrate all the information it's absorbed. This isn't laziness, it's a necessary part of their functioning. It's like a computer defragmenting its hard drive or a smartphone updating its software. It's essential maintenance. They might feel like they're missing out when others are out socializing, having fun. But they're not. They're recharging. They're giving their brain the time it needs to process all the data it's collected. This is their recalibration time. It's not a sign of weakness or a lack of social skills. It's a sign of their brain's incredible capacity for processing information. It's a sign of their depth, their complexity, their unique way of experiencing the world. And it's something to be respected, to be valued, to be understood. It's a reminder that their brain is a high-performance machine. It sees more, it feels more, it processes more. And that's why it needs more time to cool down. This understanding is crucial for their well-being, for their self-acceptance, for their ability to thrive in a world that often doesn't understand their unique needs. Growing up too fast isn't just about age, it's about an optimized nervous system, a mind wired to observe, adapt, and endure. It's not laziness, but energy conservation, a trait that ensures survival when resources are scarce. It's not shyness, but careful observation, a trait that allows them to navigate complex social landscapes with precision. And it's not anger, but a boundary-setting mechanism, a trait that protects their limited emotional resources. This is what psychologist Elaine Aron calls sensory processing sensitivity. These individuals are not broken, they are tuned differently. They are the philosophers, the strategists, the deep thinkers. They are the ones who see the world not just as it is, but as it could be. So, if you or someone you know has grown up too fast, remember, this isn't a flaw. It's a different kind of strength. It's a mind that's been optimized for resilience, for depth, for understanding. It's a mind that, when nurtured and understood, can change the world. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on understanding the human mind. In our next video, we'll delve into the power of vulnerability, how our weaknesses shape our strengths. We'll explore how embracing our vulnerabilities can lead to profound personal growth and stronger connections with others. See you there.